Indian Health Services being one of them. Dr. Hayes, 2 to 3 years from now, it sounds like you'll be halfway into your major modernization program. What do you expect to see? What's it going to look like for a doctor out in one of these hospitals, rural hospitals? What can they expect to see 2 to 3 years from now?
Well, again, as I mentioned earlier, and you've acknowledged, this is a multi-year program, and so the work that we're
Sure.
doing right now to build the system and get it into our pilot sites, probably in 3 years we'll have completed the implementation in pilot sites and maybe being prepared to roll out our first cohort implementations. Cohort will be a small number of sites, and we're going to do that on a repetitive basis until we're done. And that's very dependent on things like funding and the success of how we're doing it. We're going to take a very deliberate and intentional approach to this. But for those sites that implement it, we expect to see much better interoperability with we refer a lot of patients into the private sector. We share patients with the VA, that sort of thing. And so we have to have that communication between the providers of care for our patients, both within our facilities, between our facilities, because we do share patients with each other, and then, of course, with the private sector, academia, and military health system and VA. So the main thing, besides the functional improvements that will be brought by a more robust EHR than we're able to provide now, is that visibility into the total patient health status, because you're seeing information for care that they've received elsewhere, and you refer them to a private sector person, and they receive that referral and they provide the care, and you get the information back so that you can continue the optimal care of that person. So we're gonna be really seeing the beginnings of that in the time frame that you've outlined here in the next 2 or 3 years.